Hey Royals, so I have another video for you guys. It is another addition to, what do I call it again? So today I came back with another episode of Words of Wisdom. This is, of course, another part of the series of when I take a quote and I just start talking about it, what it means to me, or break it down and give a little advice. So, of course, as you guys should know by now, I always hold a crystal or a mineral throughout the video to give me inspiration on my thoughts and elaborate on what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I have a loss for words. So today I have the, what is it, the lapis, I'll just write the name. But this is how mine looks. It's pretty small, but I don't know, it just spoke to me. And of course I'm gonna drop some knowledge about this crystal. So let me find the knowledge. The lapis lazuli, I don't know, but anyways, it's basically a clarity crystal, also links with compassion. So it unifies the mind and the voice, brings clarity and objectivity of thought and speech. It helps filter the important and unimportant to understand, reflect, and teaches compassion and spiritual love. So, yeah. And I feel like I want to hold another crystal because of the quote that I'm going to be speaking of. I feel like this crystal could also hold reference, and this is of course the rose quartz, and this is a self-esteem crystal, also connects with love, raises self-esteem and teaches us to love to ourselves. This stone of unconditional love opens the heart chakra to love in all of its forms, lowers stress and soothes. So the quote I'm going to be reading today is by my spiritual mother, Maya Angelou. And the quote that I chose is, "When you know better, you do better." So now I chose this quote because this could mean a lot of things in when you know better, you do better. But that's also like what growing and the journey is about, to know what is better for you. And sometimes you feel it deep down, like you already know what's good for you or what's better for you. So, but with a lot of the youth mainly, that quote can pertain to what they're going through. A lot of, I always go back to relationships, because I feel like this is what a lot of people my age look into, and this is where they lose themselves mostly, in relationships, in either love or friendship. So let's break it down. When you know better, so basically when you know better, what are you comfortable with? What connects with your ethics and the morals that you stick to or live by in your day-to-day? What is your bad and good? What do you think is crazy that you shouldn't do? And what do you think that you should use as a spiritual guide or some type of guide in any sort? What demeans the person that you are? What actions bring upon the opposite of what you're trying to project to people? So basically with relationships, why would you go to someone over and over again who hurts you and does not understand the image that you want to uphold for yourself? But being with this person probably gives you like a temporary rush of love and compassion, and you think that this is like the best choice for you, but deep down, like, are you happy? If someone only had to judge you upon like the partner that you picked and they knew everything about them, like, would you be ashamed? Like, I always use myself as an example, because I don't want people to think that I'm like judging them or attacking them or looking down on them. I can relate. In most of my relationships, I always try to find someone that reflects me, not completely, but at least in how we think, like fashion or likes and dislikes. I feel like if you barely have any similarities, why are you together? Like, people always say opposites attract, but is it good opposites or bad? So basically, back to my relationship, if someone had to look at Rich and just judge me based upon how he is, fully knowing everything about him, I don't think there would be much, no one would look at me any different, as far as that they probably would say that I don't, like, let's get the cat out. Let's be real. Every time people look at me, the first thing they say is, you look so little, you look so innocent, how old are you, 16? And then when they see how I dress or what I like or when I curse, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I didn't expect that from you. That's like the only misconception that people get with me. So probably when they look at him, they're probably like, oh, this boy is gonna turn you bad and stuff like that. He's gonna make you do things you don't want to. But the stuff that he does or he thinks or how he talks is exactly how I talk, how I think. Probably not, I don't do everything that he does, but it's not crazy. And our morals and ethics is different. We both feel like we should not do anything out of character, especially something crazy. If this person has you doing something out of character and making you look crazy as hell because you're known by the company that you keep, and I believe in that 100%, you should not be there. Just like an example, it's a whole bunch of chicken heads on my block. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I live in Brooklyn, New York. It's chicken heads everywhere, and I say that they're chicken head. It's hard to see them as queens because of who they follow, and they follow these stupid dudes, fuck boys. Everybody know them as that term. And what was basically the definition of fuck boys is that they don't respect you as a woman. They don't see you as a queen. They don't talk to you as a queen. They the type of dudes that they'll be like, yo, go to jail for me because you would get less time. And you know how many conversations I've heard of that sort being in this neighborhood is like, and I look at them like, you have kids, you outside running behind this dude, and you have your kids watching you be this way. Like this morning I heard this little girl singing this trap song, and mind you, the trap song has the n-word in it, and she's saying it like, a lot of people probably like, oh, it's just the n-word they learn in the history books. This girl look about like 8 years old. That word should not be in your vocabulary at all. Like, what do you, it's a derogatory word. Why are you using it? Why are you listening? First of all, why are you listening to music like that? Why? There's other different type of hip-hop that you could listen to. Why are you listening to that? But if the mother knew better, the child would do better. But the mother obviously put out of her mind what is better for her, because she's attracted to the man that she feel like is the go-getter, is doing things like, he got all of this stuff, like I could stop working anytime I want, he could take care of me, like, oh, they see it as the end of the day he's handling business. No, okay, so the business that he's doing, is this a business that you have no problem passing on to your children? Is this a business that you could pass on to your children? They could stamp their name on it and they can get money for it forever? Can they put their name on a product of what whatever dude you're with or who their father is doing? Would you be proud of that? Would you want to have a kid and every time your kid come home from school they see the father, he gets to lay around and do nothing, and you killing yourself, got 3 jobs, and what he handling some fake business that he think is successful? You might be on top of the world right now, but everyone always gets what's coming to them, especially if you're not doing right and you have way better that you can do, and you're not a stupid person, but you're wasting your smarts on something that is not even that profitable in the long run, then it's gonna catch up with you. Like Scarface, I was watching that last week. I love that movie. He was so successful. He came from the bottom. He struggled and he found a little crack. He left his job for washing dishes or whatever. Yes, we know that job could suck, but he preferred to sell drugs and he looked for a shortcut basically to get money, to get fast money. And fast money, the thing about it is, it comes and it goes. You have no proof of showing your hard work. People just look at it as you're smart, but you did it the lazy bum way. Like, so Scarface, he got successful. He burned bridges to get wherever he had to get, and at the end of the day he was on cloud nine. He had the girl, he had the money, he had the best friend, he had the bling, and everything just spiraled out of nowhere. Like first with his sister and his business partner and the people coming back after him because of what he did. If you don't want people's mistakes or what they chose to come back, and then you'll get attacked for it too, you're not making the right choices for yourself. That goes with friends, that goes with family, that goes with your partner. If whatever decisions they make will reflect on you badly or come back to you badly, obviously you know that is not for you. That's not the choices you should be making. And especially if you have yourself as at a certain pedestal, you should not be in that situation at all. And Scarface was a smart dude. Like, he was brilliant. He was a very likable person. But I keep calling him Scarface, Tony Montana. He was a likable dude, but just the choices that he made alone, everyone in his life, it backfired on. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, is it worth it though? Like, is this friendship worth it? This person don't respect you, or they only hit you up when they need somebody to do this and that. Like, if you knew better, that person would not be your friend, or they would know how to treat you. This dude that you have was probably like gangbanging, selling drugs. He don't talk to you properly. He don't treat you like no queen, and you know you're a queen. He don't talk to your mother properly. He don't respect nothing. He always throwing stuff back in your face, making you belittle you, because that's the only way that he knows how to bring down your power, is to belittle you and take things from you like you in pre-K. If you knew better, you would do better. You would not be in that situation, or he would know how to come and treat you better. And it's like, at the end of the day, I always say that I'm not perfect, but I always lay down the foundation. When I meet people, I'm like, this and this and this, I think this and this and this is stupid. So if you're doing it and you choose that over whatever relationship we have, then okay, that's your better, but that's not my better. I have better plans for myself. I see myself in a different light. That's not the person that my parents raised me to be, how my family is. My family is hard workers. All of them are immigrants, came from the West Indies. They're hard workers. They might not have the most cushy, best job, but they did it the right way, connected to their ethics, connected to their morals in a positive way. And at the end of the day, they could look back and not have to be ashamed of it, or their kids be ashamed of it. You know? So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. So again, the crystals that I have is rose quartz, and I'm gonna call this LL because that name is crazy. Like, I really gotta look at Google Translate and see how they pronounce it. But LL rose quartz. The quote of the day was, "When you know better, you do better," by Maya Angelou. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have a different interpretation of the quote, please comment below and share. We all learn from each other. That's what the community is here for. If you have a situation that quote really inspired you or changed your way of thinking, please share, because I love hearing other people's stories, because a lot of people go through different things. Don't be shy. Like, we're all queens here. We got each other's back. We're all queens in training. Don't be ashamed of anything. Like, we're all learning. So if there's like a quote that you want to get my interpretation on, or if I could relate to it at all, please put it down below. And if you want more videos like this, please put it down below. Again, this is Kei Kiyoko, and I'm out. Peace, royals.